Okay, streams up.
Awesome.
Squishy's looking rather beardly tonight.
Oh, she's the innkeeper.
That's right.
So what does she got going on? She's got a party going on right here.
One of her friends, her boyfriend, has made a movie.
Okay.
It's more of a indie film, it's debuting tonight at a movie theater in Dallas, and so they are dressing up and going over to go watch the movie and support him in his little
very cool
event. And then they're having a reception afterwards, so it was something that she had no control over.
Yeah.
And she's having a good time.
That sounds fun.
Zero,
what's up, dude? You are our Twitter shout-out tonight? Yeah, Twitter shout-out. Congrats. You made it.
You graduated.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm ready, dude. I'm ready to do this.
Cool. Yeah, how dare she have a life, right? Okay. Well, let's rock it.
I'm ready. Rocket jump this.
You can hear it?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Funny things, your nods aren't in time with the music. That way I hear listening to Legend of the Innkeeper, the Hearthstone podcast for casual players.
You're new to me. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Fastidious.
And I am Espo.
And yes, we're missing Squishy. She had an event tonight that she could not pass up. A friend of hers has actually created an indie film, and he is premiering it tonight at a local theater, and they are dressed up to the hilt and going out to celebrate his accomplishment and then have a nice little reception afterwards. So she wishes everyone well. She did play a little Hearthstone, she wanted to say, but she had to go hang out with her friends and support them. So I told her, yeah, go for it. I mean, as my friend Zoroshio says, how dare she have a life?
Zero. Yeah, I was like, wait, do I say my name? Like, do I introduce myself, or do I wait for you to say she's not going to be here? I was like, I'll just jump on it.
Yeah,
it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, that's cool. I was pretty excited that her friend had a little indie film going on, and it's debuting. I mean, Dallas is a big place, so that's cool.
Yeah, just a little bit. So, yeah, her week also was Overwatch. Yeah, a little bit of that. Because there was a release this week where they released some Halloween content, and everybody's going nuts trying to get Halloween skins and all that. So,
I heard that. My buddies over at Hero Power were talking a little bit about it. My friend Versika really, really enjoys the Headless Horseman. And from what I understand, they had a Headless Horseman skin. And shout out to his wife for hooking him up with that. Because from what I understand, if it wasn't for her, he would not have gotten it. So, yeah. You know, our wives are, our wives are pretty cool. I mean, my wife hooks me up, and, you know, they support us. Because,
Espo, family friendly. I'm kidding.
I was like, oh no, what did I say? I got all nervous. I was like, did I?
You said your wife hooks you up.
Oh yeah. She gives me a kiss on the cheek. Can I not say that? I can't say that. She can't. Well, before the show, she did come in here and give me a kiss on the cheek, say good luck, and have a good, you know. So yeah. Yeah. I'll keep it family friendly. I won't say that. You know.
Anyways.
I got nervous for a second. I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" Well, okay. Let me preface all this nervousness. So we are currently in the way of having a baby goat, and we set up a goat cam because we moved the pregnant goat mama to a private pen where she can have her goat or her kid, her baby. And we set up a webcam. And I was discussing with my wife, about the internet tonight because I like to shut down all the wireless stuff and only have my computer on. And she was like, well, I've been giving the code out to everybody so they could watch the goat. And when they watch the goat, the camera comes on. And I was like, wait a second. Who are you giving all these codes to? And who's going to be watching me when I'm out there feeding the goats? So that was my nervousness. Like, what?
Actually, to clarify, you said I may not be dressed appropriately for a webcam to watch me feed the goats.
I wasn't going to put that out there, but thanks, man.
So everyone, make sure you watch the goat cam all the time. You never know what you're going to see.
Well, and that's where my nervousness is kind of stemming from, because I was like, well, when was I out? Because we've had the camera up for about a week now. And I'm like, wait, you gave.
And you're just
gave
now
the
finding
code?
out that other people have the code,
right? I'm like, wait, you gave the code to who? And who all? And then I started rattling off who I thought had the code to log in, because you can download the app, and then basically what you do is scan the QR code on the back of the camera. So you actually have to see the camera in person. And anyway, I was like, well, who all? Because I started rattling off the people I knew that had it. And then she was like, no, and such and such, and such and such, and this person. And I was like, oh. And then I started running through my head, when was I out there? What was I wearing? What was I doing? Yeah, so. But we're all safe. The goat is good. The camera's good. Actually, I turned off all the Wi-Fi so no one can log in and see the goat right now. So, yeah.
And actually, I should clarify real quick. Last week, we did skip last week, in case you're wondering where we were at. Well, Espo was just coming out of the hurricane. He had power fluctuating, internet fluctuating, everything was fluctuating. And we had some issues going on here that we had to address. So it just was a crazy week. We said, you know what? Let's just skip to next week. And I apologize if you missed us, but we're back. We're back.
Dude, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know you guys didn't record. I thought you guys did a Halloween episode.
We did, actually. We streamed on Twitch the Halloween patch for Overwatch.
Okay.
So we played on Twitch for several hours there.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Yeah, because I had watched, I didn't download. I'll just go back onto Twitch and see what you guys were up to, and kind of peek in there and see what happened while I was gone. And I saw Overwatch, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, they did a little Overwatch stuff, which is awesome. I mean, you guys love that game, and we should not hold you guys back when you want to talk about it, especially Squishy Dragon. Holy smokes. When she gets, she's like me. Like, I get passionate, and I get up on my soapbox, and I just start going. And you just go to town. I think anything I talk about, I go on and on.
That's true. I will say that you may want to be paying attention after BlizzCon. We may be doing something different here pretty quickly. So just a little tidbit of a teaser out there. We got some things in planned, and we're going to make some changes. We'll see here. So, yeah, cool stuff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I do want to throw a major shout out. Yeah, good stuff. Totally. I want to throw a major shout out to a good friend of ours. You guys might have heard of another show called Well Met and The Payload. They're the Overwatch podcast, but a good friend of ours, Kick Tripod, is one of the hosts of those two shows. He's a major reason those things exist, and does a fantastic job over there. And he is making a major change on his front, and he decided to go completely 100% online streaming and podcasting as a full-time job. For various reasons, I'll let you read his stuff that explains what happened and all that. There were some things mitigating circumstances that caused him to make that decision. But if you would, go to kicktripod.com and support him in this endeavor, because this is a huge step for him to have to jump out there and take on this anxiously without any understanding of how it's going to turn out. And he's just putting everything out there, trying to do everything he can do to make this a full-time thing. And he's doing a fantastic job, and we really appreciate all he's done for us, and he's been a great friend for us. We're looking forward to hanging out with him at Blizzcon. It's going to be a blast. So I would definitely recommend you guys go do that. So if you can do that, Well Met Podcast for Hearthstone, The Payload for Overwatch, and Kick Tripod, his stream. He's streaming 30 hours a week now, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, mostly Hearthstone and Overwatch gaming on many devices. I mean, he's doing PC, Mac, and Xbox too. So,
and if you guys want to know more about when he made the switch, why he made the switch, he actually made a little video blog. If you know him at all, you know he's a very personable person. Like he's easy to get along with and easy to talk to, and an all-around good guy. So he's like me. He's very passionate about the community, so he feels like he's talking to friends and family. So, because he, like me, we love this community, and we embrace you guys, and we want you to be in our lives. So his video blog is very personal and really, really cool and touching. I really enjoyed it. My hat's off to him for making that video and for what he's doing and the decision that he made. And if you guys can, go over to Patreon and support him. He's a good guy. He's doing full-time content creation, whether it be YouTube, Twitch streaming, or podcasting. Just he's going full on, doing it. So
yeah, he's been. He said he's got a few other projects in the wings that are moving forward here soon. So hopefully we'll hear about that soon. But yeah, if you can just at least go by and say hi and tell him that you're thinking about him, and that if you want to support him, that you're able to do so, at least mentally. He needs the encouragement, I think, as well in the process, because it's not easy to do that. That's a huge step forward, and I wish him all the best in that. I would love to do that myself, honestly, but that's not happening anytime soon. So, so this week, there's been a little bit of Hearthstone played. I was mostly doing quests. Did the Brawl. No, I didn't do the Brawl this week. I missed the Brawl, which was it was the chess match, wasn't it?
No, that was last week.
That was the week before. That's when I missed. Was the chess.
Yeah. Okay, that chess match was good. It was fun. I played it once, got my pack. That was it. I played that quite a bit during the when it was in the adventure. Yeah, yep. But I didn't play it with that, so. Okay.
What was the other Brawl?
Oh, it was you picked a card, and I can't remember the name of it.
20 copies of it. That's right.
Yeah, you got 22 copies and then 8 class cards. So you chose your class, got 22 copies of a card that you choose, and then which was Murloc Tide Hunter for most people, or Tide Caller. And then you got
not
8
me.
class cards. Yeah, you didn't do the Murloc roll? Good.
No. I did a Mind Blast.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty overwhelming. I mean, turn 4. Yeah,
underwhelming, you mean? It wasn't over. It was overwhelming for the other person, but it was underwhelming for you when you played just one card and won the game. One card over 6 times. Yeah.
What can you say? It was interesting.
Yeah.
I did play it 10 times, so.
Okay.
It was fun to win.
I played a bunch of different cards. I played Malcazar was fun. That was interesting. There are so many cool cards you could play.
I did try a few that didn't work.
Yeah, there are a few that Innervate didn't work.
Nope.
In most of these brawls where you choose cards, like limited amount of cards, pick two, pick three. Innervate's always one of them. When you pick one, you can't pick Innervate.
No. Can't
Doesn't
work.
work. I mean, I
No.
was like, hey, Innervate might. No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. All
How
right.
about you?
Are you done with your week?
Yeah, because that's about it. So that and Hearthstone, and actually, I should mention we also been picking up WoW again, and we kind of had a little fun last night, doing something we probably should have done a long time ago, as Espo said like 4 times last night, while hysterically laughing.
Oh, you missed. Speaking of, you missed it, dude. Speaking of laughing, you missed the. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
So Espo had this great idea. He said, "I think I'm going to get back into WoW a little bit, and in fact, I'm going to create a whole new character and level it up on a new server. And who wants to join me? Join me." And so we ended up all creating new characters on a new server. And last night we were able to get those signatures to create the official Legend of the Innkeeper Guild. Hoorah!
Right?
Yeah, buddy.
So that was it. Like I was like, why haven't we done this before? Most people that play Hearthstone casually have a background in the World of Warcraft because Hearthstone is Heroes of Warcraft. So, KT in our Twitch chat, guys, I apologize. We were just talking about KT, giving him a huge shout out. There he is with his big heart. Love you, KT. Awesome. But so I was saying last night, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we haven't made this guild already, Legend of the Innkeeper. So I wanted to keep it casual. I put it out there on our Facebook page. I said, hey, anybody that wants to come in, play some casual World of Warcraft, we're all going to run new characters, and we're just going to start off at level 1, run around like crazy people. If you want to join our guild, awesome. We'll try to get together at least every other week or once a week and kind of do some fun stuff. So, we actually got together last night. We had a full party for 2 or 3 hours. And then Rez and I, we continued it after everyone else bowed out. And we were running around Dunmurrow chasing rams and whistling and laughing. And we made emotes. So we would nonstop whistle and laugh. We were just constantly. So Rez would whistle and I'd laugh, and it was just laughter and whistling all over. And it was.
I'm glad I left.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, for anyone else it would have been really annoying, but for Rez and I it wasn't. We had a great time. But I want to thank everybody who joined our guild, and thank everybody who came out and had a little bit of fun. We're going to continue that fun. Like I said, at least once a week, maybe every other week, we'll all get together. But
super casual.
Yeah.
If you want to join us, we're on the Echo
Isles, I think.
Echo Isles, yeah.
Yeah.
The Echo Isles server, and we are Alliance, and it is Legend of the Innkeeper.
And I actually spelled it right. So
you did, right.
Yeah,
I messed with you and said you
did mess with me.
Misspelled
lots of people. But I definitely played some Hearthstone this past week. I jumped on and played Tavern Brawl.
Quick, just set expectations like you said. It is probably a once to twice a week playing time. We're not playing every night, raiding, and that type of thing. That's not what this kind of guild is. Just so you're aware. I don't want anybody coming in there and freaking out like, man, y'all never online. Well, we're a casual podcast. This is a casual event to occasionally get together and have a good time.
Yes.
So, just setting expectations. Sorry.
But yeah, I played a little bit of the Hearthstone. I played Tavern Brawl, like I said. I played the chess because it's been 2 weeks since I talked to you guys. So I played the chess event. I did end up finishing. I was on. I think I've been on since the month switched over, and I ended up rank 10. Got some cool gold cards, and then continued to rank up after it reset. And I think I made it to like 16. Now I'm back at 20 again because I'm trying to get my 4th golden hero. Is that right? Yeah, because I have Hunter, Warlock, Paladin. So I'm working on my 4th golden hero, which I want to be Rogue. And I've been trying to play a little bit of Rogue, and it's working. It's just not very fast, and I don't think I'm very good I'm not very good at the Hearthstone anyway, but I'm not very good at Rogue, so my win rate's not very high. But I'm definitely having fun. Rogue is a lot of fun. You can pull off some crazy combos, have a lot of fun, throw a few crazy legendaries in there, and laugh. Lots of laughter is had. But finished some quests up, had a few spectate a friend, and that was nice, and had a few play with a friend, so earned a lot of gold too. I think I'm sitting at just around 6,000 gold. Oh, huge news, dude. Huge news. Huge news.
Other than the news we already have?
That's right. Well, yeah, that's later. I finally finished Karazhan.
Oh, really? Did you record all of it?
I recorded all of it. I just have to
good.
Yeah, so I have to upload it. So,
so
I
that's
do
another
apologize.
month away.
That's right. That's right. So because my internet, yeah, it's tough. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to upload it soon. That way you guys can witness me finishing Karazhan and being surprised as to what when that orc chick comes out. I was
now,
like, what
a month and a half later, what did you think?
Dude, I loved it. I loved it. Of course. So I say I loved it, but I think 65-70% of the reason I loved it is because it's Karazhan. I mean, Karazhan is Karazhan is what Karazhan is. I mean, it was where
it's close to the heart.
It is, because that's where I first, I guess, started raiding, even though I never really raided. But it was like where I first got into like the team aspect of Warcraft outside of like PvP. You know, where we actually have to coordinate, like the Morose battle. I'll never forget that. We wiped 1,000 times on Morose, and I actually said, you know what, guys, we need a second priest. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a priest, and I, leveled it in 5 days, got it up to 70. I think is where.
Wow.
I think that's where Karazhan was. I think it was level 70, and came in there with my guild, and we took Morose down, and I was pretty excited, and then onward. I mean, it was so much fun. It was really, really cool. We had a really good guild. We were definitely casual. So I think that's what made Karazhan so much fun, was because we would go in there, and Rez made a comment last night about his, and I know I'm talking about Warcraft, I apologize, guys, but I'm kind of talking about
you're talking about Karazhan.
It's just, well, anyway, our raiding guild was kind of like a bunch of monkeys. We would go in there and laugh and throw poop and hopefully take the boss down. But I think about 70 to 75% of my love for this adventure came from that, if that makes sense.
It does, totally.
Okay. Because it was good. I really enjoyed the encounters. The boss battles were really cool. I just, I don't know, like, it didn't give me that feeling like the other ones did. I don't know, maybe because I drug it out so long? I'm not sure.
I think part of it is also that the challenges weren't there as much as some of the other adventures. I think this was a lot easier to get through, or we're just a lot better, one of the two. But I felt like we flew through it a little bit easier than previous ones.
Yeah, and I want to say I only lost 4 times. Like
I would probably say I'm about the same.
Yeah, it was very, very simple. Even heroic. I finished heroic and not a problem.
You finished all the heroics?
Yeah, and it was.
Wow.
It didn't seem as challenging. Which is okay. I mean, it's whatever. Still had fun with it. Like I said, it's Karazhan. I mean, it was awesome. When Shade of Iran played Flame Wreath, I was like, whoa, awesome! That's so cool. It was good stuff. Everybody died except for the person that moved in Flame Wreath. They stayed alive. It was neat. I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. I'm glad I recorded it, because now I can go back and be like, wow. I just did that, and that was definitely a misplay, but I still won, which is, and that just goes to say that this was very, very easy because I did misplay a lot and I won, even though I misplayed a lot. So, but yeah, I did finish that. So that was that big news that I needed to announce just now.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, just questing, finishing up Karazhan, playing the Hearthstone, really enjoying it. I noticed I'm playing a lot more on mobile now. I used to not play on mobile as much. As you know, when I play on my iPad, if you message me, I will try to reply, and my game shuts down, and then I lose the match.
I'm going to message you every time I see you in Hearthstone.
You were like, I messaged you, and then you logged off. I was like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, but he still messaged me, because what I did was I just left my bedroom, came into my computer room, logged in, and just messaged you back.
Yes.
But I finished up Karazhan, had a lot of fun with that. Playing on mobile now a lot more. I'm still having a tough time with creating decks on mobile. I don't like doing that. Like I'll actually get off the couch or get out of bed and go stand in front of my computer to create a deck, and then go back to the couch or back to my bedroom and play. I don't know what that says about me. I don't know, but it's just weird. I have to do it. I can't create a deck on my phone or on my iPad. I don't like it. It's just weird dragging the cards over, and I don't know. It's just frustrating. But that was my week. I think that's all I did.
Okay.
Might have done more, but anyway, yeah.
Well, this week we do have some new news. Blizzard announced something new and different. They announced this neat, weird thing called Heroic Tavern Brawl. And
let's talk about that.
Well, we will. Don't worry. It is coming soon. TM. It is not coming this week. Blizzard actually tweeted out today, clarified it is not coming this week. So we should have that probably next week, would my guess on this point.
I just changed the show notes. I added the TM.
Yes. So this one is, the best way to describe it is essentially an arena match with a with a deck you build. So you create a standard deck. You compete against other players like you would in arena, but your deck is locked and can't be changed after you create it. So the other big piece about this is that you have to pay to play, so to speak. It is 1,000 gold entry fee per round that you play. As a round meaning the time you start the match. Like an arena, you would buy into the arena. You buy into this. Or you can do it for $9.99 US dollars. Yes, you did hear that right. 1,000 gold or $10. Now, the reason behind this is that this is really recommended for an advanced player. If you're a casual player like I am, I would probably recommend you stay away from this one, because unless you really enjoy arena and do well in arena, you're likely not going to have a lot of success with this one. Many of the professional players, many of the advanced players have been begging for something more challenging to do in the game other than just getting the legend and playing arena matches and streaming and those types of things. And so I think there's two things happening here. One, they're helping give them something to do a little bit, like have a perk. And at the same time, I think they're testing something. A lot of the consensus around the community is that this is possibly a test of a new mode, maybe tournament mode coming in the future. And this is just an easy way to throw it out there and see how people react with it. So it is only going to last 1 week, replacing that week's regular brawl. And then, yeah, that would be kind of the summary of what it is. So one thing I do want to mention here is the rewards. With this one, if you have no wins, you will get one pack. So this is why I tell you, if you're not a advanced to professional Hearthstone player, You're likely not going to win a lot of matches in this round because it's going to be very heavy, high players playing this. And you have the chance to end up with 0 wins and getting 1 pack for $10. So I don't want you to go into this and be disappointed and angry because you end up with 1 pack for $10. So just being warned, because I know we're more of a casual podcast, and I don't want to see anybody getting upset and frustrated by this. They did release the reward information for every level for how many wins you get, and 0 through 12, because this is just like Arena, every time you win, you get 1 additional pack. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then at level, when you win 9 wins, it jumps to 16 packs. But here's the crazy thing. If you manage to get 12 wins in this whole round, you're going to get 50 packs from the latest, and this is from the latest expansion. And you're going to get 1,100 dust approximately, and you're going to get approximately 1,100 gold and 3 golden legendary cards. So if you can pull off 12 wins, actually if you can pull off 10 or more wins, you're going to make out with crazy amounts of loot from that. But if you don't, then really from 9 wins below, you're kind of breaking even or not even getting even. So, word of warning. Anyway, Espo, what are you thinking?
Oh, I'm not liking it.
You're not, really?
No, not at all. Okay, so here's my beef. So, Tavern Brawl is really, really neat. I have liked it from the get-go. I like the weeks when they give you a deck based on, whatever they think you should have, and it's from the entire collection. It's not from your collection. And new players can go in there and have fun, get to play with cards that are not in their collection, that they're not used to playing, and get a free pack. Even if they aren't that good of a player, someone's going to lose and they're going to win. So I don't know if you know about this thing, but when someone else loses, someone else wins. It just happens. It's kind of weird like that. But anyway, so this is what gets me. So, and I just realized this now while you're talking. Heroic Brawl lasts for only 1 normal Tavern Brawl week. So it takes away the normal Tavern Brawl for that week. So Wednesday to Sunday, you would normally have your brawl, and you'd go in there. I've seen people play hundreds of games or have hundreds of wins. And I've seen people go in and just get their pack and leave. But either way, it gives them a pack or they have a lot of fun with it, or both. Well, guess what? During this week, it says, if you're not ready to throw down during Heroic Brawl week, guess what? You can watch your friends brawl with spectator mode or cheer on your favorite streamers as they go for the gold. We will return to our normal Tavern Brawl schedule after the conclusion of the Heroic Tavern Brawl week. I don't like this because you know what? I don't like watching other people play. I apologize. Unless it's somebody that, I have a vested interest in or, I don't feel like playing and I would rather, just watch one of my friends play, in other words, have a vested interest in, I'm not going to watch. I don't normally watch Twitch because I want to play. Like, I want to be in there having the fun. I want to be the one having the fun. I like watching other people have fun, but, I want to have fun. So this is frustrating because they're taking away fun, and I'm sure there's a reason behind it, but I can't figure it out yet. It's like again, my people, my community, my casual players, my beginners, my noobs, me. Like you're taking fun away from us and replacing it with something that is only there for really hardcore people. That are willing to pay and play, and it's frustrating. I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna counter your argument now.
Okay, because I'm
like
not
the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say that a lot of the pro players and the people who are big streamers are excited about this because they're saying, hey, thank you, Blizzard, for actually acknowledging us for 1 week out of all these brawls. And giving us an opportunity. Well, giving them something to challenge them.
Oh no, you've done it now, Vestides. You've done it. I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. You acknowledge the pros, dude. They acknowledge the pros all the time. It's constant. It's constant with the. I mean, I love it. It's good stuff, you know. But it's like they're constantly talking about, you know, this World Championship series that's going on. I've actually helped out with it. I've been over at the preliminaries in Tennessee helping out my boys at Hero Power. I love doing that stuff. But you know what I also love, and I actually love doing more, is seeing those new players get into the game and have fun. And for you to say they're finally, or they're acknowledging the pro players for once, oh no, that's false. I have to say that's false.
Well, what I mean by that is they're in the situation where the pros are now starting to get bored with the game. They're starting to lose interest, and they feel like everything is random in the game, and that's a big complaint on the forums and on Reddit and all that stuff. They're having an opportunity where they get to come out and get excited about something and have something that challenges them. You know, a lot of these players, especially pro players, come from a poker background and some of these other professional type of events. And this is kind of leaning towards that type of atmosphere somewhat. But again, it's only 1 week. They're testing out some new mechanics that we may actually get the benefit from down the road at their expense. Think about it that way. They fund it.
So we have how many people play this game?
About 10.
10 people? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
One, maybe not even one, half of a person is pro. The other 9.9 people are casual and just enjoy the game for the game. You know, maybe they rank up a little bit. Maybe they actually make it to legend, but they still are not pro. Like this, I don't know. Yes, this is going to, you know, it's going to scratch that itch for a lot of competitive people that aren't pro, and it's good. I mean, this is a good thing. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. I just don't like that they're taking something away and putting this in this. It's just, I don't know. Like,
and you know, I'm egging you on. I'm not seriously on that.
No, I know. I know. But it's just, and you should egg me on. Poke the spider monkeys. It just frustrates me when they take stuff away from the new players, or they, stifle the new players' experience. You know, I wish they would allow us to choose. You know, hey, this week you can choose to do a heroic Tavern Brawl or just do the regular Tavern Brawl, you know, and just have an extra button. That way the new players, the casual players, can go ahead and go in there and enjoy it just like they normally would, and then the Zeroshos of the world can go in and they can battle it out for those 3 golden epics and those 50 packs, which I don't doubt it at all that, you know, there'll be a lot of our listeners, a lot of my close friends in the Hearthstone world that will do this, and that's awesome. You know, I'll be cheering them on, but I'll also be wanting to play the Tavern Brawl.
But you're not going to watch them.
But I'll cheer them on. I mean, Zeroshio constantly, you know, he'll be tweeting it out, and I'll be retweeting, and I'll be favoriting, and I'll be doing whatever you do on the Twitter to support him. You know, and it's just, I will support those people, but I'll be frustrated because I'll be like, wow, you get to play the Tavern Brawl this week, and I don't get to play it. And okay,
well, you'll be glad to know that you're not the only one that feels this way. I did come across an unofficial poll on Reddit that had so far at that time 29,306 people they had surveyed. Are you going to play this? Yes, no, or maybe? A whopping 67% said no. An additional 18% said maybe, and a mere 13% said yes. Now, one thing I do want to highly mention here, this is very important. If you're not going to listen to anything else, pay attention to this. If you're seriously considering participating in this heroic brawl, just remember, another expansion is around the corner, maybe about 3 weeks away. You might want to save your gold for packs instead.
In fact, let me put that in our hint. Let me skip to the hints and tips. Hints and tips. Save your gold.
Save your gold. So now I'm going to be interested to see what's happening with the pros on this as they play this, because it's going to be interesting to see them kind of work through this and try and see if they can accomplish that on their streams. It gives them some focus, something to do that they'll all be doing. And no matter who you like to watch, you'll probably have everybody out there trying this out. So I think it's going to be an interesting week when this arrives. And again, it's not coming out this week. It's probably next week. We'll see what happens. But I know I'm not going to do it because I'm horrible at Arena. And I will.
Okay, so
I want to be good at Arena.
You're saying this is like Arena. I would say that the rewards are like Arena, but I don't think the game play is going to be like Arena.
Right. Yeah, because you have more in your control.
Yeah, so this is going to be a Tavern Brawl. The only thing heroic about it is the cost and the anger that it causes. That's the only heroic part.
Well, the other thing I will give you a hint, that if you do decide to do this, according to Reddit, there's a whole thread that goes through the mathematical chances of certain decks to do well in this whole thing. And right now, mid shaman is your choice of success, apparently. At least your percentage chance of doing really well and maybe getting 12 wins lies highly with the mid-range shaman.
Wait a second. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're saying that in Tavern Brawl, if you play shaman, you're going to get a lot of wins?
In this heroic Tavern Brawl, if you bring a mid-range shaman deck to this, you're going to have a better chance of doing really well in it.
Dude,
according to the current meta and all the mathematicians.
Oh my goodness. It's Tavern Brawl. This isn't
it's a Tavern Brawl, but you build your deck.
Okay.
You build your deck.
We don't know what Tavern Brawl it is, though.
No, the Tavern Brawl is you build a deck and then play a arena style with your deck against 12 matches. That's the brawl.
So
there's no special rules.
So wait, this makes it even worse. This makes me even more angry. So wait, Brawl, in my mind, a Tavern Brawl is just a like a crazy thing going on. Like, pick 3 cards and we'll add the rest of your deck with craziness, right?
Correct.
So that's a Brawl. So what you're saying is this is basically you pay to get in a tournament.
Yes.
This is a triple elimination tournament, right?
Yes,
except
it is.
You're playing with the world.
Exactly.
So this isn't a Tavern Brawl at all.
It's testing out a new potential mode under the name of Heroic Brawl.
I quit. I quit.
Oh.
I'm not talking about this anymore. I'm actually sweating. I am actually I am actually perspiring because so they're taking Tavern Brawl away for and now granted this is just for a week. Maybe they're going to do it once a month, every other month for a week. I don't know, but they are going to take it away for a week, and us people that like Tavern Brawl are not going to get our Tavern Brawl for that week. We're not going to get our free pack. We're not going to get that fun guaranteed. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're going to get fun for $10. Maybe. Just think, you could do it 6 times with your 6,000 gold. He is looking to me with spider monkey eyes.
I mean, it's like a malfunction going on right now. Like the synapses it's all screwed up in my brain. Like the two halves are like starting to separate.
I broke Espo.
I'm actually malfunctioning right now. Like what?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll move on
So,
then, because yeah.
Instead
So
of
that
moving on
is
from this, can we even continue the show? I think I'm done.
yes. We'll move on to something a little less volatile. How about that? There's not much more. I knew you'd have a blast with that one alone. So deep breath. So yes, our suggestion is to not participate. Save your gold for the expansion. Which, by the way, that's a neat segue into our next item on the news. There is some high chance that the next expansion appears to be likely announced November 4th at BlizzCon.
I'm not hearing a word you're saying.
And the Hearthstone team scheduled a What's Next panel on Friday at BlizzCon, which is a couple hours after the main opening ceremonies. And the description reads, "We've got some news to share on what's coming just down the road in Hearthstone. Join us." So that tells pretty much everybody that we look like we have the expansion going to be announced at BlizzCon. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so the next expansion, I'm gonna try to think positive here. My prediction for the next expansion is all it's gonna be are competitive cards that cost double the dust and double the money, and that you can't buy any packs. You have to win them in a tournament. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Actually, I'm looking at the words that they mention in that description. We've got some news to share on what's coming just down the road. It's a Wizard of Oz expansion.
You're calling Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, because they're going to come down the Golden Road.
Yeah. Okay, I'm calling Oompa Loompas in the Chocolate Factory. So it's going to be a chocolate Willy Wonka expansion. Jeez. Okay.
Well,
so
Zoroshio says that you and Versika need to have a conversation about this together and put it on video because it's going to be quite epic.
Oh, Versika and I kind of we get excited, like I obviously get a lot verbally and visually excited. I think he shuts down a lot more quicker than I do. Instead of going at people like a spider monkey, but you can definitely tell when he's upset. Which, yeah, both of us, you can tell when we're upset about things. And you mess with the new player experience, you mess with the new players, you mess with the fun, and you get the spider monkey. And that's, yeah, orangutan gorilla coming at you. Okay, so next, I'm done. Let's move on. Okay.
No, I do want to say it was mentioned in
chat. You moved on like 10 minutes ago, so I'm now.
It was mentioned in chat that Old War was one thought, and I could agree with that. I can see that.
So, do you think they could make an entire expansion based on Old War? I say yes. I think they can.
I agree.
What do you think? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, because the only other thing I can think of that's kind of high on their list of times, it seems to be, would be like a Darkmoon Faire, but I think that'd be more adventure focused than it would be an expansion. That's just not enough content.
Kind of already been done. I mean, if you go to the Darkmoon Faire, it's kind of like a mix between what would be
tournament and
no goblins versus gnomes,
okay.
and old gods.
Tournament.
So it would maybe it's. I think Darkmoon Faire kind of has already been done, like you said. It's a mixture of all the other expansions. I think Zero head shakes and spider monkeys. So you guys really need to get over and watch and listen to Hero Power with Versika, because he does the head shake, and I talk about spider monkeys. So there we go. I mean, Old War would be cool. I definitely think there's enough content. What are we looking at? We're looking at probably 250 cards. Is that right? No, 150.
No, 150 max.
100,
I would guess.
because I think the last one was like 128 or
It
132
was
or somewhere around
142.
there.
It was 142
142?
or something like that. Yeah, it was a lot.
So we're looking at right between 125, 150 cards. I think Old War could do that. I think there's enough content in there. I just don't know if they would mock it like that. They would go ahead and it's weird because we have the Grand Tournament, which obviously was taken from the kind of like the Argent Tournament in WoW. They had Whispers of the Old Gods, which was definitely that was a big part of WoW lore.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have what was the adventure? L of X. So we have L of X, which is out of nowhere. I think there was only one character in there that was from the World of Warcraft game. Definitely fit into the lore and into that universe, but totally separate, right? Are you with me on that?
Well, there was another expansion, LOE. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay. You guys. So League of Explorers was out there. Like it was not ripped right from the Warcraft universe. It was kind of birthed separate from it. So it was the same genre, but definitely separate. Then we had Karazhan, obviously straight from Karazhan, straight from a raid in World of Warcraft. So who knows? I mean, it could be something totally off the wall. That there's only one card in there that's actually in the Warcraft universe. So who knows? I mean, it could be anywhere because they've given us both now. They've given us stuff ripped straight from the Warcraft universe with the adventure mode in Karazhan, and then they've given us stuff, like League of Explorers. I know there's the two adventure modes and neither of them are expansions, but it just goes to show you that Team 5, they can pull from anywhere, and it still be great, So
Yeah.
I'm definitely hyped. I'm definitely excited. I just don't know where to go. Like Old War, yeah, that's a good guess, but in all seriousness, it could be anything. So all I know is there's going to be a card in there that will definitely have taunt. So there you go. There's my prediction.
Okay. Well, here's my prediction. We're going to see it announced live. How about that?
Oh, that's a good one. I
Yeah.
can. Okay. Yeah. In fact, in our show notes, dude, it says it right there. It says it right there. November 4th at BlizzCon.
That's right. Yep. Now, also, as a result around BlizzCon, the BlizzCon Early Access sale is live. So if you're looking to get some cool Blizzard gear, it's on the store now, like the new little plushie from Overwatch and a bunch of other things that are really cool out there. And another thing hit the store that's not actually on the Blizzard store, but it's on Amazon right now, is the World of Warcraft official cookbook. Yes, you heard me right, the official cookbook. It features food pairings of each dish and ideas from Azeroth. Things like fell eggs and ham.
Good stuff right there. Good stuff.
Dragon breath chili.
Not very good.
Bloodberry tarts.
Those are gross.
And Great Father's Winter Ale.
That's actually really, really tasty.
So if you're interested in cooking like a Warcraft character, it is available now. So cool stuff. It's just fun. Links in the show notes if you were interested in seeing any of those. Okay, so our hints and tips this week. Save your gold, right?
That's right. Save your gold for the expansion, guys. When they ask you for your gold, don't give it to them. Save it for the expansion.
You know the title of this brawl that is going to come out? What is it going to be called?
Dude, I'm not talking to you anymore.
It's very simple. The name of it's going to be Spend All Your Gold Before the Expansion.
Is that what it's going to be called?
It's a gold sink. They want you to empty your gold out of your pocket so that you have to spend real money when the expansion comes out. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know what they want
I don't know.
us. They want us to do this stuff, and they're angering me. They just angered me. Anyway, hey, we got any emails or iTunes reviews?
Nope.
Well, we do have a Twitter shout out.
Yes, we do.
So, if you want to be mentioned on our show in our Twitter shout out, just tweet at LOTI Podcast or at XCMTB Gamer, and I will get a notification, hopefully, and I will say, hey, that's a good tweet. I'm going to shout you out. So this week's shout out goes out to our man Zeroshio. And this is really cool, and he actually got a lot of retweets and a lot of likes on this, and a lot of people replied, and they said, or no, he said, and then they said, because he had to say it first before they said. He said, so, it's official, I have my DreamHack Atlanta ticket. Sweet deal. Rez and I currently are talking about going, but we don't have our tickets yet. Hopefully we can still get those. Zeroshio, we will see you there, and I will hopefully see everybody else there, and we'll have a good time. I think it's about 9 months away, so pretty excited about that. So Zeroshio, thank you for tweeting at us. I think he tweeted at just about everybody in the Hearthstone world to say that. He was pretty excited. I actually deleted all the people that he tweeted at. I think he would have added more, but it was as a character limit. So thank you, Zero, for that. This week's Facebook shout out goes out to Dave. So if you want to be shouted at or shouted out about Facebook, join our Patreon over at patreon.com /Legend of the Innkeeper, or just go to legendoftheinnkeeper.com and find a link. It's on there. You can do it. Support us, and we will ask you to be on our Facebook group. You can make a Facebook account just to be in the group. And it's really, really cool, and I will tell you why right now. Because Dave said, after a Renounced Darkness win, do you get a Warlock victory, or does it credit the new class? So, Renounced Darkness, little bit of facts here. Renounced Darkness is a Warlock card that replaces your hero power and your Warlock cards with another class. So basically, it would go through the random number generator, and it would say Paladin, and you would still be a Warlock. You'd still be Gul'dan as your hero, yet your hero power would change to summon a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit, and then all the Warlock cards in your hand and all the Warlock cards in your deck, not neutral cards, would change to Paladin cards, just randomly. So you could get a Tyrion, you could get Edric the Pure, you could get Consecration, you could get all these spells, all these minions. And it could be Paladin, it could be Mage, it could be anything else. So that's what happens. Your hero does not change. So if you choose to join our Patreon and we add you to the Facebook group, I will have you know that if you have any questions and you post them on our Facebook page, they will get answered promptly, and they will get answered a lot.
In mass.
Like people just come out of the woodwork and just say things. And they're very intelligent. They're very good. Every once in a while there's a little bit of sarcasm, but it's all in fun, and everybody knows that. It's very lighthearted. There's no hardcore, dark comedy in there or sarcasm. Everybody's really lighthearted and cool. It's fun guaranteed in our Facebook group, and everybody knows that, and Dave definitely knows that. He's on the Facebook page all the time posting cool stuff, and I want to shout him out because he always posts stuff, and everybody replied, and they gave him the correct answer, and I think even Zero chimed in and helped out a little bit too. So shout out to our patrons, shout out to everybody on our Facebook page, and especially shout out to Dave for always being cool and getting a shout out this week.
Just don't mention the heroic Tavern Brawl in the group, and you'll be fine. And this but won't bring the spider monkey.
Dude, really? I was having a good time. I was going to end the show on a good note.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Well, that's about it for this week then. I mean, I guess a lot of talk about that new change, but I think it needs to be said. Yeah.
Thanks.
And with that note, on that bombshell, that's about all we got right now. So this week should be rather interesting to see what happens on on the forums and everything else with what's coming out. There's going to be some interesting things for sure. And there's lots. I mean, I cannot even begin to say again, there's so much stuff happening in the Blizzard world in preparation going forward to BlizzCon. Not only is there all the excitement building, but there's all kinds of new things and hints and things being trickled out that are just exciting about the entire game in general. So if you were at all not paying attention, you probably should now. There's some really cool stuff going on right now. So plus it's really exciting going up to BlizzCon. We're super, super hyped and excited. So well, anyways, again, if you want to check us out, you can find us at legendoftheinnkeeper.com. Go to legendoftheinnkeeper.com/YouTube to see all those videos that Espo's going to be posting shortly with his adventures through Karazhan. And a reminder, too, if you want to join us on Patreon, you can do that at patreon.com/legendoftheinnkeeper. I do want to mention we had 2 more patrons sign up in the last 2 weeks and joined us. And they're already in the Facebook groups, already throwing their information out there and joining in the chatter, and it's been a lot of fun having them around with us, too. So. And finally, if you want to join our little very casual guild on World of Warcraft, you can do so on Echo Isles Server Alliance. Look for Legend of the Innkeeper. And to make it easy, Espo's character's name is Espo.
I did make it pretty easy.
Mine is not it.
Yeah, being the guild leader and being the person that was like, hey, come join us. I was like, I got to make it easy for everybody. So,
well, yeah. I have to say the reason my character is what character it is I made a mistake years and years ago in playing WoW. I got my girls excited about it when they were really young. It's kind of had them help me create characters along the way and pick things along. Back then, I was playing a mage. It was a female gnome. It was with pink pigtails, and then I was excited. I wanted to play with the Instances Guild, so I actually converted her over to a Horde character, which, you know, there are no gnomes on the Horde side. And so I turned her into a Blood Elf. Oh, I did not have some happy girls.
How old were the girls at that time?
I think Ariana was about 13, and so that means her sister was 10. So
devastation! You killed her. Yeah. You basically killed.
I did basically
a gnome. You killed a gnome in front of your girls. You killed a gnome in front of your girls. Way to go, dude.
So as a result
they're scarred
of that,
for life. They're scarred for life.
I created a new mage. She's a gnome. She's got pink pigtails, and her name is close to what she was before because it wasn't available. But it's Luna Lee. His name. So that's the only reason I'm playing that character. Otherwise, I probably would have created Vestidius. And I might still create that too to come along with the party. But
I'm actually thinking of making a new character too.
Already?
It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. No, I mean Espo's definitely gonna be my main on that server. You know, it's just so much fun leveling up with your friends and like, man, Rez and I laughed so much last night, and we're all in there. And shout out to Avantes for coming over and helping us. Yeah, well, just Avantes, because I don't think did Versika get on?
I think he did.
Did he really? How did I miss him?
I think he popped in a little bit.
I just remember Avantes getting on and helping us with the guild signing, because I was sick of standing in Goldshire on the mailbox dancing, saying, "Sign my guild charter."
Funny is you didn't get anybody volunteering either. That's sad.
Nobody. Yeah. So shout outs to all our founding members of our guild. I appreciate your help. And again, it's just casual. We're having fun. And yeah. So guys, get out there, play some Hearthstone this week, because I think the game might end. They might end up just closing the game forever. I'm kidding. I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm so bitter right now.
Okay. Well, at that point, I'm going to wrap us up here. So thanks again for joining us in chat. If you want to, you can do this at twitch.tv/LOTI podcast on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And you can do the math from there. So thanks again for everyone was in chat. And we appreciate you guys supporting us. And we look forward to seeing and talking to you next week.
Good job, team.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Again, I went off my rocker. I didn't expect that. I totally didn't expect that. Like, I was like, yeah, gonna talk about it. And that doesn't seem like something I'd be really into. And then I read that it was replacing the Tavern Brawl for that week. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go off. And I could feel my blood boiling.
And then suddenly we hear,
Your opponent left.
Oh, jeez.
should do it at the right level.
Your opponent left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Wow.
I thought it was quite funny to see your eyes after I mentioned that it was, not even a brawl. It was just basically.
Yeah, right? That was another tilt moment. So what was it last time? It was when they were taking Naxxramas away.
The all-new 2017.
You started saying that, and I was like, wait, what? And I flipped out. Goodness. Yeah, I don't know who Janice is.
Yeah, he's gone.
Espo, we are making our room arrangements for Atlanta DreamHack. The college there is renting out dorm suites. Just need to. Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I can just talk then. I don't need to type.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were.
I don't know. Dude, I'm off, man. I'm off. So Rez and I are in. So Zero, you can count us in. We just got to get our tickets. So, and I mean, because we're literally right here. I mean, it's only going to be, 5 hours down the road? Not even that.
Isn't it a 6-hour drive?
I don't know. I've raced down there before, and
It's not too bad. Yeah.
Nope. So, oh jeez. And I understand. They're trying out new things, but I just don't like it when they try out new things and take things away. Like, that's not fun. Come on.
It's only 1 week.
But that week could be the week that,
that they replay one of the ones that we hate.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Just think of it that way.
Well,
They're playing one of the ones we hate.
Okay, that's what I'll think. I can't even think of a Tavern Brawl I really hate. Which one? Which one do I hate?
Well, one of the ones that they play over and over and over again. It's like, oh, come on, really? This one again? Crossroads?
Crossroads I hate. Yeah. Well, I can't say I hate. Hate's a strong word.
You're tired of it.
I won't even say that I hate this new brawl. I won't even say I hate that. But I will say that I dislike the battle at the Crossroads. Because you pick a class and it just randomizes your deck. That's it. What? Right?
I kind of like that.
I mean, it's like, but I don't know. Like, yeah, that's cool in a way, but I like the one. I tell you what I really like. I really like the one where they're like, hey, guess what? You're Ragnaros this week and you're playing Nefarian, or you're Medivh and you're playing, against some crazy orc lady. So I think those are really fun because then they get the chance to just throw whatever cards they want in there. You're throwing out spells that do 11 damage and heal, and then heal all the minions to full health. Craziness. So
yeah, we need the portals again.
Dorms are strict on the number of people and no co-ed rooms. We are full, but we can try to stay together. Zero, you and I have stayed together before, so I'm a bit offended that you refuse to stay with me now. And what are you trying to say? No co-ed rooms, dude. We're both male, so I don't understand. I'm confused. Yes, Zero. I'm gonna be streaming my heroic brawl run next week. I tell you what, if they have it, I am gonna do it. I will stream. I will pay the 1,000 gold, and I will go ahead and play it, and you will see 0 wins because I am horrible at the Hearthstone.
You should do mid-range shaman.
Dude, when you said that, I was like, why is he saying that mid-range shaman is going to be good in a Tavern Brawl? What if it's a brawl where you have to choose 3 cards? You know, and because I'm thinking it's, you know, going to be just a regular Tavern Brawl, and you play. Wow, it's basically tournament mode.
Yeah, buddy.
What are they? So when they said, okay, so let me put this on the record. When they said we are no longer working on tournament mode, that means that it's finished.
Mm-hmm. I said that on the show.
You
A
said
couple weeks
that.
back. Mm-hmm.
I knew I had heard it somewhere. You said it, dude.
Yep.
You said it. You're right. See me no more. You are correct. It's just a brawl. It's just get your fists out and go at each other. Just fist fight it out with a standard deck. If you lose 3 times, you're done. If you win 12 times, you're done. There you go. I think it's cool. I think it's really neat. It'll be great for those people that are really competitive. In fact, I can see myself doing it. I might decide, hey, you know what, this month I'm going to try to do some brawls. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to duke it out and see if I can get at least, 4 or 5 wins. That would be cool. But I also want to have fun. But, yeah. We have Avantes, Versika, myself, and Cole.
His son.
Cole is Avanti's son. How thrilled. We asked if we could fit more people in, but they are strict on 1 person per bed, 4 beds. They don't want any funny business going on. They also told us no co-ed accommodation due to college rules. Yeah, makes sense. I mean,
Gee, I'm sorry, what college did they go to? Because every college I ever see on the internet, there are no rules.
Yeah. Dude, my buddy went to Liberty University, and we were down there, we're hanging out with him, and he had like class or something. So we were outside in the parking lot, and we were hacky sacking, and it was super hot. So I took my shirt off because I was sweating like crazy, and I was hacky sacking, and we were kicking the ball around, and the police came up to me in a golf cart and said that I was going to be escorted off campus because I had my shirt off. Yeah.
Did you get escorted, or did you put your shirt back on?
Put my shirt
It all
back
was
on.
good. It all was good.
It was the world was in a right place then because Espo had his shirt back on. But then later on, we were up in my buddy's dorm room, and something was going on, and I started dancing, and one of the RAs walked by, and I got kicked out. I was actually asked to leave. So they told me I had to go outside if I was going to do that kind of stuff. So no dancing. Yep, it was bad. I was doing Thriller, I think, or something like that.
I was Rebel.
And they were like, "You're out. Get out. No dancing." So it was weird. Oh, and one of their other rules I learned, you had to have 2 feet on the floor at all times.
You couldn't hear like this.
So I'm guessing when you're sleeping, you have to have 2 feet on the floor. I don't know. So it's a weird rule.
So
Yes,
you can't
you
cross your
with
legs.
shirt on.
Get on the internet.
My wife just raised her hand to talk.
Yes. Okay, well, we're going to cut out here, and thanks again for everybody hanging out with us. We'll catch you guys later.
Yep.